I'm here. Certainly are, and a very good morning to you if you just joined us. Well done, Si, for the local news. Now, at the moment, we've got, it's time-wise, it's about 7:37 or so. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'll tell you what, after all these years, this is my 9th or 10th one now. Let's have a look. The first rider's obviously been away for quite a while now, and what number are we up to now, can you see?
I think it's Axel Hani that's just about to leave at the moment, or is it Raman Palau? It's Raman Palau from Spain on the gas. His number is number 54, so number 54 is just getting ready to leave the park.
Who's 55
then?
Just over there.
That's Stephen Dixon from Cumbria on a Scorpa.
Right.
He actually rides under the Nigel Burkett banner.
Okay.
Very good club rider. He's done the Scottish 60s Tour quite a few times now actually. He's quite a veteran at this event, so he's got his time card from Mrs. Blythe of the Ripon Club. That's her husband, number 59. All the observers this year
have got numbers.
Got number bibs on. Quite clear. They celebrate the 100 years of the Scottish 6 Days Trial.
Telly Bob's looking resplendent in Dayglow orange.
He sure is.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there's about the ones here today. It's 58, 59, 61, and possibly 60. There's a lady inside the caravan that the Scottish 6 Days Trial use here at the car park. So yeah, they're all numbered. It's for identification purposes.
In case there's any problems,
In case there's any problem. Oh, they have names.
They're covered names and birth certificates, the whole thing. Now listen, the other thing that we got to talk about, there's a man, why have we got a tyre here?
Yes, we've got a tyre here.
Do you want to see the tyre? Telly Bob, spin round, let's do the tyre. Have a look, if you're online, you'll be able to see the tyre.
We have here a Michelin X-Lite Trials tyre. This is a rear tyre, 400 by 18 inch section trials, motorcycle trials tyre for competition, and nice sticky compound.
Yes.
For gripping on the rocks.
Absolutely. Now, why do we have this? Do we have this?
Why we have this? There is a challenge every day. There's a tyre being presented to one of the riders for a good day's sport.
Right.
And we have this morning, he's not here at the moment, but we will have John Hume of Trial Magazine, our sponsors.
One of our sponsors.
One of our sponsors. Trial Magazine, in association with Michelin, have put forward a tyre every day. Now these tyres are actually retailing at £95, so it's a fair bit of expensive.
It's not heavy for you to hold up, because you've been holding up for quite a while, because you're obviously a very muscular chap. You work out quite a bit.
I'm used to handling tyres, you know.
I've heard that.
I change them quite quickly. In fact, a Michelin front tyre, a new one, I can put it on a rim without using tyre levers, would you believe?
How strong are you?
Not very strong.
We'll find out how fit you are at 9 o'clock when Karen comes here for the Zumba.
Oh, that, yes, looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, Karen's listening at the moment, and actually the girls that are going to wax you will be here. We reckon it'll be about 8:45 or so.
I see.
You're just going to be laid out on a bench.
I presume it's my legs only. There's no other parts.
No, legs only. Legs will be fine.
Interfered with. No, thank you very much.
It'll be legs only because we don't put you through too much pain.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we could. Yes, we could. Yes.
Right.
We could substitute the top half of your body for a George Clooney lookalike, and then your legs will be your own.
Absolutely. Well, you don't need to do too much. Talking about pain. I have had. I've been speaking to a person in the know about the injured rider yesterday, which was Liston Bell in the Kinlochleven area. He did come off his bike quite firmly. He has bruised kidneys and some internal discomfort, but he should be all right. But he'll be a bit uncomfortable for the next few days. So it was right enough. His kidneys were bruised apparently in the accident. So
we wish him all the best.
Wish him all the best. Yeah. I don't know if he's in hospital or out of hospital. I forgot to ask that, but I presume he could be out. I don't think. That. Yeah. Maybe a bit of observation, I would imagine. Okay. But hopefully he's okay.
Right. Superb. Right, let's crack on, because time-wise, I can tell you, it is 7:40 and 51 seconds.
Yeah.
No, I cheated. If you spin round, Bob, you'll see the official timekeeper's clock there against the caravan, and that's what I'm using now.
You've got to be careful how you say that.
What's that?
The timekeeper's clock.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing.
See?
Don't ask me to say things like that, please.
No, because I used to use the old wristwatch, and then I figured out, well, they moved it, because the timekeeper's clock was on the other side of the caravan yesterday.
All right.
And
of
they
course
moved
it
to
was.
front. Yes, they moved to the front now. So that's actually good for us.
Good for
Right,
us.
we're live at the park for May. It's day 2 of the SSDT centenary. Of course, 100 years of this event.
Yeah.
What was it like in the 50 years ago? Was it okay for you? How did you get on?
50 years ago,
Yeah.
I was 3. I don't know if I was here or not, to tell you the truth.
You don't know?
I was around. It was in black and white. Yeah, it was actually.
Everybody moved so much quicker.
They moved quicker and it was in black and white, yeah. I think you'd have to ask Gordon Jackson, who had here yesterday, an excellent competitor in his day, won the trial and won Mark. He would know.
Yeah, he would know.
Yeah.
What else? Are the guys coming back down?
Well, I believe Gordon Jackson is staying here all week because he is going to be presenting the trophies at the end of the week on the Saturday presentation.
Is there some svelte, young stallion of a man going to be in a suit again this year presenting?
Probably.
And doing some speeches?
More than likely, yeah.
So are you not going to be there then, no?
I've already been in a suit this week already. I was at the presentation awards of the Pre-65.
Of course, yes.
I was doing a gig there too. I had what, sorry?
Court.
No, I wasn't in court. No, nothing like that.
Right.
No. Anyway.
It's freezing. Let's go with the sunshine again. And of course, gasping for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it would be nice. In fact, a cup of coffee and a bacon roll would be nice.
Oh, a cup of coffee and a bacon roll for 3.
I wonder if Grandpa's listening in. I'm sure he is.
He's must be.
He's probably busy because there wasn't anybody to our knowledge here yesterday.
No.
There was no catering. So
No.
there's catering today. So anybody wanting to come down and see the riders making making the repairs to the bikes, ongoing running repairs.
It's a bit busy here, isn't it?
It's busy. They get half an
hour.
hour.
You pan round, Bob? Look at this.
It's half an hour they're allowed in before the start time to do some maintenance on the bikes, which is essential.
What actual repairs are they allowed to do within that half an hour time period?
Anything they want. I mean, they can't change certain components of the motorcycle because they're sealed. But 1 or 2 guys yesterday, in fact, Phil Scott, who was, we used to do a Rider of the Day last year. Well, Phil Scott was Rider of the Day last year, unfortunately went out the trial on a beta. He's now riding a Rothmans replica Monteza 4RT, and I caught him at Kinlochleven yesterday for a quick chat at near the refuelling stop, and one of the sprocket bolts had come loose on the rear wheel, and it actually machined its way into the swinging arm, the aluminium swinging arm, so it has actually damaged the swinging arm. It took quite a bit of metal out of it. It does it very neatly. It actually acts like a milling machine.
Right.
And it took a notch out of his swinging arm. So I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do about that. It'll be interesting to see when he comes in what repairs.
What sort of time do you reckon he'll be in? Or is he in now?
No, he's not. He's not in at the moment. I don't see him at the moment. I'm trying to remember what number he was as well. He was 160s or something like that.
Still a while to go then.
Still a wee while to go, but I mean that's just something that can happen. Ian Shanky of the Lanarkshire Club, he came off badly at Corriegober, looped the bike landed on its radiator and has severely damaged the radiator, and he has definitely damaged the frame as well.
Oh no.
Frame's not too bad, but the radiator was obviously losing coolant.
Yeah.
They made some repairs to it, but they would have had to replace the radiator. So I presume he's either been in, if he's had enough time, he'll have replaced it yesterday during his stops yesterday, or he's in this morning to change the radiator over.
Okay.
Well, certain components you're not allowed to change them. In fact, it used to be more severe. A lot more of the components used to be sealed with dabs of paint with the rider's number scrawled in them, such as your wheel rims used to be non-replaceable, front forks, rear dampers, crankcases, cylinder head, barrel, all that. Tank used to be essential to be maintained throughout the week. You had to use the same components. Now it's a bit more relaxed. Certainly the crankcases are marked. I think the barrel and head's probably marked. I haven't had a real good look this year yet because the bikes were quite dirty when I was looking at them. Front forks aren't marked to my knowledge. The frame's marked, so you can't change your main frame. But there are other components such as your wheels. Obviously now, because of the tubeless tyres, people change wheels. Well, when you think about it in your car, you've got a spare wheel anyway.
True.
So wheels aren't really deemed to be that important now, as they used to be.
Good answer. Good question as well. He's getting into this now, isn't he? Have you noticed that? Yeah, you did. You've had your chocolate. Yeah, 14 minutes away from 8. What have we got to do? Catch up with a song or a break? What do you want to do? Yeah. And then come back to us. Okay, just you catch up then, and because we're going to take a wander along and see if we can get some sustainability.
Excellent idea.